Hello and welcome to our financial mini-series. I'm Dr. Robert Clark and this video is on the time value of money. In finance, the time value of money is a fundamental concept. It's the idea that a dollar today is worth more than the same amount of money in the future. Now, this is because money can earn interest and other forms of return over time, and that inflation is inherent in our economic system. This concept underlies financial decisions from a personal to an institutional to a national level. It's included in many common financial contracts and is of paramount importance in many forms of financial analysis. Let's start with an example of how the time value of money works in options. Options are financial contracts that give the buyer the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price on or before a certain date in the future. The price of an option depends upon many factors, including the price of the underlying asset, the volatility of the underlying asset, and the time remaining until that option expires. One of the most well-known techniques to value an option is the Black-Scholes model, developed in the late 1980s by Fisher Black and Myron Scholes. They actually both won a Nobel Prize for that work around a decade later. Now, while this pricing model includes 6 inputs, the time value of money comes into play because options have an expiration date. The longer an option has until expiration, the more valuable it is because there is more time for the underlying asset to move into the buyer's favor. This means that options with long expiration dates have more value than options with shorter expiration dates, all other factors being equal. Now, for me personally, many years ago when I was studying the CFA, specifically level 2, once I realized that TVM, time value of money, was inherent in the complex formulas that needed to be memorized and understood, I had a much easier time passing my studies. For example, with futures contracts, which is an agreement to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price at a future date. Like options, the price of a futures contract depends on several factors, including the current price of the asset, the expected price of the asset at the time of delivery or settlement, and the time remaining until the contract expires. So once I grasped that a dollar can shift through time and can have a different value at a different point in time, the concept of a futures contract made sense to me, as did its various uses within our financial system. Finally, let's talk about discounted cash flow analysis, DCF. Now, DCF is a method used to value an investment by estimating its future cash flows and discounting those cash flows back to their present value. The very idea behind discounted cash flow analysis is that a dollar received in the future is worth less than a dollar received today because of the time value of money. To discount future cash flows, an investor uses a discount rate, which is a rate of return that reflects the risk and the opportunity cost of the investment. The higher the discount rate, the lower the present value of future cash flows. This means that the time value of money is a critical component of discounted cash flow analysis because it affects the valuation of an investment. Given that the proxy for the risk-free rate is most commonly short-dated US debt, we can now sense why asset prices are affected by interest rates as they are. On a personal level, it's very easy to understand why one would demand more return from a risky asset, such as common stock, over a safer asset, such as a term deposit. Inherently, This is why when interest rate rises, all things being equal, risky asset prices are negatively affected. So summing up today, understanding the time value of money is important for making informed investment decisions. It's important for managing risk, and it's very important for students to be able to understand this in order to grasp more complex financial topics. Thank you very much for watching today, and I hope this short video has been helpful to you.